It's been almost a year since we started growing our survival garden, so come take a tour with me. Hi, I'm Kylene, and I'm the Provident Prepper. It's been about a year since we started growing our survival garden, and today we're going to take you on a little tour. Now, I want to define what a survival garden is to us. This is inside of our home in a very small room. The purpose of this garden is to grow foods that provide the nutrients to supplement our basic food supply of wheat, rice, beans, flour, things like that. So what this does is it enhances the flavor and gives us the nutrition that is missing in our basic food storage. So come along with me and check out what we've been able to accomplish. So this room isn't very big. I don't know, maybe 15 feet wide and 8 or 10, maybe, yeah, close, because these shelves right here are 4 feet wide, and if you look, there's not that much room over there. So I bet you we're looking at 9 or 10 feet across. But we've got these gorgeous south-facing windows, which this was originally designed to be a little solarium. And this room actually isn't part of the house because it has no heating in it. But this is the door that leads to the outside patio. And the intention of the brick here is for it to be a passive solar room, so the sun shines in during the winter, heats up the brick, and then radiates that heat back through the room at night. So the bottom shelves I'm using right now pretty much to store stuff until I need more space when I'm starting a bunch of seedlings for outside. And then I'll find a different temporary home for those, but this works really well. And that top part is usually used, it's closer to the lights, and we usually start our seedlings up there. We have these 3 grow lights. This one is the Spider Farmer and the Wacky Me right there in the center, and then the Unit Farm at the end. We've got these shelves, the lights are on a timer, and right now we still have that timer set to go off in the early morning, and then it comes back on in the late afternoon, like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, just so we can take advantage of the natural light that comes in here. So we're just experimenting with that. This tomato here only receives light from this beautiful sunny window, along with the other things. So it's kind of a good experiment. If we were to have a power outage, there's definitely issues that we're going to have. However, we do have enough sun coming in these windows that we could still produce some crops in this room, even without the light. One of the issues that we have been having is a little bit of mold in here. So I've had to really keep on top of that because this room isn't heated. And now I've added a lot of moisture to this room. But it's a lot of fun. And we're trying out some of these LED lights that seem to be working really well. We've got these shop lights that are just full spectrum lights. And let me come over and get a little shot of the actual type of light it is for you. This is the Unit Farm grow light, and I actually really like this grow light. And here's some peppers, some different greens that are growing down here. They're all responding really well to this light. One of the things, if you look at these peppers, let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit for you, but on these peppers, there is some white on their leaves. We were having a problem with some critters in here, and so that is just diatomaceous earth. That has nothing to do with the grow light or anything else that's going on there. Anyway, beautiful, 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 healthy plants growing underneath the Unit Farm grow light. This is the Wacky Me grow light, and as you can see, the plants that are growing under it are definitely thriving. We have some good, healthy bok choy and chard here, and then their peppers. You look at the peppers, they are very happy and producing really well. The Wacky Me grow light does have a fan on it that the other ones that I have don't have. In a way, I think that's a little bit good to help a little bit with circulation. I usually have a different fan on in here anyway, so I don't think it really matters. It's just a matter, I think, of personal preference, which kind of grow light you prefer. This is the Spider Farmer grow light. It's doing a really good job of providing light for these plants. These are some spinach that I'm allowing to go to seed so that I can harvest a little bit of seed off this particular variety. And then we have our chard and our peppers ready to be harvested, which I think that's really exciting. Here's a little bird's eye view of our indoor garden. We definitely have the higher or the taller plants up here on the top because they just take up so much more room, and they seem to be really happy there. And then we're growing all kinds of different things. We've got beet greens, and this right here is another mulching experiment with some different forms of mulch. You can see we're also using some perlite. We'll talk about how well which one works in another video. But there's a lot of our little baby greens. And here's that Malabar spinach. Now we have some really pretty berries. And this is more of the Malabar spinach. I'm just growing a lot, and as you can see, it's very much we just pluck off those leaves and eat them constantly. The top shelf is usually where I keep my new seedlings that I'm trying to propagate. Like this chamomile is ready to be potted into different pots. My little baby stevia, it's working on growing. Here's some more common chamomile that should be ready soon. The plants seem to be doing really well. We are experimenting with different kinds of pest control that we will definitely be talking about in another video, but that's why you see some that have no mulch on them, some that have the perlite, there's some that have other mulch on it. So we're just kind of experimenting. Like these down here, these Malabar spinach actually have sand, and I've used all the vertical space that I can. I'm a little bit afraid, while I have physical space for more plants, I am a little bit worried because we've had some moisture issues in here and some mold, and we usually keep this fan going, but I do think I need to be careful how much moisture I put into this really small room. Here I've got this workbench. I love how it's on wheels. I can push it around as I need to. It's this great working surface, and these drawers hold all of the supplies and the seeds and the things that I might need to be able to work out here. Such a great setup for being such a small space, and for doing it on a budget. It's just really nice and productive. The room is really not very large, and there's my wood burning stove. That's our heat source out here, and our emergency heating for the whole house. That's if something happened or we were using it, we just open up this door. If we have power, there's a fan there that helps to draw the warm air out. We also have a window that leads into the kitchen that we can open so that we can get that heat going through the house. But if I do a lousy job building a fire, I don't have to have the smoke all through the house. So now you've had a good look at what we've done in the past year inside of our home in a very small space. I would encourage you, even if it's only 1 or 2 plants in a kitchen window, try growing something inside your house, because every little thing that you do will make you more self-reliant and ready for the future. And now for the question of the day. What is your favorite crop to grow inside of your house? Comment below. And thanks for being part of the solution.